Good evening and happy Friday. How's everyone today? I hope you are doing very well. If this is your first time seeing me in your feed, my name is Deborah Austin, and I am the founder of Deborah Austin Coaching. And what I do, I empower Black women to discover their truth and thrive while in a midlife marriage. And I am coming to you tonight because I wanted to just share a little bit about me and about a program that I have coming up and provide you with an opportunity to ask me any questions or um, just find out what it's about, and hopefully you will be inclined to join once you have heard what I have to share. So, as I said before, I empower Black women. I have always found that Black women just really, really love being together. And I used to have meetings at my home, invite women over, and we would have such a good time. And, the pandemic hit and all other types of things have gone on. And so people don't necessarily get together as much anymore, but that does not mean that we cannot get together. And so I like to offer myself as a conduit to encourage those relationships and opportunities. And so, an opportunity that I have coming up is a new program for me. It is actually going to debut on October the 22nd. And the name of the program is called Love Yourself, Love Your Marriage. And as I said before, I empower Black women to discover their truth and also to thrive while they're in a midlife marriage. Marriages in general, have taken a large hit. And a lot of those marriages, oddly, well, I won't say oddly enough, I will say believe it or not, because a lot of people don't think that after you've been married for, 20 or 25 years, that it's okay to get a divorce, but that actually happens very frequently. And if you are in a marriage that is in that stage, or you are a person of that age, you are probably in your mid to late 40s, 50s, 60s, on beyond, but you've been married for a long period of time. You and your spouse may have just been so comfortable with each other. You may be at a point where your children are have left home. You're empty nesters, and it's just the two of you. And you've discovered that you don't even know who you are or what you want in your life at this point. You may have not even ever really stopped to think about it because you were so busy living the life of, creating a home, raising your children, being a wife, having a career, contributing to the household, and all of the things that go along with that, attending church, making sure that you and your children are involved in whatever activities that you want to, but all of that takes time. And sometimes you think back, I know I do, and I'm like, how was I doing all of that stuff? I've raised my children during that time. I also went to college, and I worked full time. And, when you're in the midst of it, you just kind of make it work. And then when you look back on it, it's like, ooh, it was a whole lot. But were you really thinking about you during that time? Were you also including you in what was going on with your family on a daily basis? And so, if that is you, if you are one of the people who has given so much to your family, to your career, to your children, to, whatever um, thing that was pulling you away from you, and you have not had an opportunity to discover who you are, and you're at a point in your life where you may have possibly retired. I retired last year, and I have, my husband and I relocated. We are actually enjoying our retirement. But I know that there are some people who either are retired or are getting ready to retire, and they are somewhat fearful about what's going to happen after that. What are we going to do? Do I know this person? I actually had a friend of mine mentioned to me that she had a friend who was basically at that stage in her life. Their children were gone, and her husband had retired, and she was getting ready to retire. And she was like, I don't know what we're going to do. We don't really know each other anymore. So if you are, someone who falls into that category, you've been, like I say, you've been married for a long time. Or I will also say that you may be in that age range and be a newlywed or on your second marriage or, third marriage or whatever. And you've decided that you want to take some time to figure out how to do this well. I'm not going to say right, because there is no right and wrong, because it's your life. But if you don't want to feel as if you are not doing it well or to your best ability, then you would have an opportunity to work with me. So that is what the program, that's a part of what the program that I'm going to be presenting in a couple of weeks. That's a part of what it's about. It is getting you to stop and think about this stage in life. Who are you now? Who is it that you have become? Because you may be a completely different person than, well, you are. You are a completely different person than you were at the beginning of your marriage and on to possibly having a family, or getting married and getting a divorce and remarrying, and whatever stage that has happened for you, or whatever, um in whatever steps, I guess, that however that has happened for you, and you've decided that now you really really want to focus on doing what needs to happen in order for you to do this well. And so my program, as I said, is called Love Yourself, Love Your Marriage. And also, if you are a newlywed, like I said, you may be in your mid to late 40s, or, older, and you have remarried and you want to, get some assistance, or, whatever it is that you are thinking that that would be beneficial if you did it, but you just don't really have the guidance or even the accountability that a coach would provide for you, which is what I do. So I wanted to share with you a little bit about what the program includes. So, as I said, we will start out looking at you. You will start out, you will do some assessing and some um, reflecting to determine where you are right now and what types of things are of interest to you. And then we will begin to identify what things actually make you feel good, what makes your heart sing, what makes you happy, what makes you, just not have a care in the world. That even if something happens, it's, what is it that does that for you? You may not have even explored that, or you may have explored it a long time ago, but you know, you're different now. So we want to look at who you are now and begin to think about, I'm sorry, y'all, I do have my notes here because I don't want to forget to leave anything off. Um, yeah, connect to you and discover, like I said, who you are now and what types of things do you desire for your life now. Then we will have, so those are the first two sessions: discovering who you are now, and then thinking about the things that you want to have in your life that, like I said, that make your heart sing. And then we will look at the next two sessions. We're going to look at what things may be holding you back from achieving or even thinking about different things in your life, or having different things in your life, or doing things differently in your life. Because, a lot of us come from a background where our parents possibly worked the same job for, 30, 40, 50 years. And, they got that gold watch and all that kind of thing. If not our parents, our grandparents. But even probably our parents worked at the same job or the same type of job for the majority of their working lives. And that the thought of, quote unquote job hopping, as they call it now, to get to the next best thing was basically unheard of. Well, now, it's common. But for someone who was raised during a time where it was not common, they may have what is referred to as a limiting belief that will keep them from even considering anything else. So your limiting beliefs are things that you think about, or things that it has to do with the paradigm in which you were raised and how you think, what you were raised to think. And if those thoughts or those beliefs are keeping you from thinking differently, changing how you how you approach life, any of those types of things. So you want to focus on, think about what it is that you want to do, and think about why you may not be doing it. Basically, that's how it works. And so then we would determine what things you would need to remove in order to overcome those limiting beliefs and allow you to progress and even think even larger or bigger than you possibly have ever thought before. So those first four sessions are reflective, as I said. So you're thinking about you. Well, the whole thing is about you, but specifically right now, you want to think about where you are and what you want to happen, basically. And so the um, those are the first four sessions. Excuse me, 1 minute. Let me take a quick drink. I don't want to start coughing. Okay. So as I said, sessions 3 and 4 are where we will determine what's holding you back and um, go ahead and begin to create the vision for what you want to do going forward. So sessions 5 and 6. Actually, let me back up just a little bit. So we will actually do a vision board as a part of the experience. So for the fourth session, that is actually where you will create a vision board. Now, just so you know, I do facilitate vision board experiences. However, this time this is going to be included as a part of the program. So I do them individually. I also do them for groups, but it's just the vision board experience itself. So we will have one as a part of this program on the afternoon, on Saturday afternoon. So I don't know if I don't recall if I mentioned the time. I think I told you the dates, but I don't think I told you the time. So the sessions, it's, as I said, it's a 2-day intensive. So we will be, starting at 10, keeping to the schedule, and so that we are able to end by 4 o'clock on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we will start again at 10. And hopefully we will be able to end before 4 o'clock. I don't foresee us. I said until 4, just to, keep the time the same and to allow you to have that time if we need it. But the first 4 sessions will take place on Saturday, and then these last 2 sessions will take place on Sunday. But we will also have a wrap up where we will, we'll have some conversation and some celebrations and all that. So that will, that may take us on into a little later. So we may actually make it to 4 o'clock. But whatever, I'm sure by the time that rolls around, you'll be glad to stay, and because we'll be having such a good time. So I did want to get back and let you get back to session 4. So session 4 is when we will actually create your vision board. And then we will end that day's session. That day's session will allow you to have your vision board completed, and then you will have it to look at and begin to work with it on creating the visions that you have come up with. And so I'm not sure if you are aware, but when you are focused on something, if there's a desire, your heart's desire, you something you really want, your subconscious begins to help you figure out ways to get it. So that's why I want us to go ahead and finish the vision board on that first day, so that while you're sleeping and while you're dreaming, all of the things that you've been thinking about that day will be going around in your mind. And your subconscious, as I said, will begin to help you to create the ways, or give you ideas on what you can do to bring those visions to fruition. So that's what we will work on the next two sessions. The session 5 will be the design or the creation of your plan, where you will take inspired action to create the plan that you need in order to make those visions and dreams come true. And the last session of is our celebration of each other, and congratulating ourselves for doing the work, because a lot of times people may know what to do, but they won't do it because there is no accountability. So as I said before, that's what a coach can do for you, that's what I can do for you. And that is why I host programs, and I come on lives, and I provide you with information so that you can see that if we work together, we would probably be able to get these things done for you. And I say probably because there are no guarantees, because for one, we're human, but also you have to do the work. I provide you with the strategies, I provide you with an opportunity to just, to be creative, to, relax and to think, and to kind of poke around in your mind to get you to release all the answers, because you actually do have the answers for what you want to have and be and do in your life. And so that is pretty much in a nutshell what the program consists of. So just as a recap, there are six sessions. The name of the program is Love Yourself, Love Your Marriage, and there are six sessions. And the first two sessions are Take Stock, Discover Who You Are Now and What Makes Your Heart Sing. Sessions 3 and 4 are Breakthrough Barriers of Limiting Beliefs and Create Your Vision. So in session 4, that is where we will create our vision boards. And then sessions 5 and 6, which will actually take place on Sunday, October the 23rd, beginning at 10, is the design. We will take inspired action to embrace our visions and dreams. And then we will, for the last session, celebrate our success and end on a very high and positive note, so that you will feel inspired to continue your work. Because we will be talking about what you need to do, but you're going to have to do it. The implementation will come after the intensive. Now, I will say that I will be available to you 30 days after you complete the program. That's one of the bonuses. There are actually four, and I will share those with you. The first bonus actually expires tomorrow night. It expires on at midnight on October the 15th. And it has to expire because it is actually it's a physical bonus. I have it right here, ready to package up and ship to you. It is actually my midlife marriage manifestation and intention setting kit. And what it does, it provides for you. I have several things here, and I'm not going to go through the whole kit now, but there are several things that will help you to create um, goals that you want for your marriage, and allow you opportunity and encouragement to take the time to sit and write and focus on them. And so that's what you do when you set an intention. You decide what you want to work on and figure out how you want to work on it. And the intention setting, the midlife marriage uh, intention setting kit, manifestation and intention setting kit. I know I was missing an M. Are is a tool for you to help you or to encourage you to do that. You know, sometimes we as women like to have, you know, little nice little things to help us um, to get into the emotional space or the just the mental space of what it is that we're working on. I mean, people in general do, but you know, we like to have things a certain way. Having candles nearby, you know, certain scents, all of those, or just things that remind us of the good things that we are trying to accomplish. And so having a manifestation kit, an intention setting kit, will, you know, keep all that stuff for you together in one place. And then when you sit down and write, you'll just feel so much better, you know, having set that up for yourself. But if you register by tomorrow night at midnight on the 15th of October, if you register by then I will have an opportunity to get this out to you so that you would have it in time for the program. Now it's not required that you have it by then, but I just thought it would be nice for those of you who register in time to have it to share with others. So that's the first bonus. And then the second bonus is having the opportunity to be in a Facebook group with women who are pursuing the same goals and dreams as you, who want to discover who is this person that I am at this stage in my life now, at this stage in my marriage now. Who am I and what do I want for the next stage that's coming up? That might be retirement, that might be empty nesting, that might be moving, that might be so many things. Starting a new business. There are a myriad of things that that could be. And what does that look like for you? Have you really sat down and thought about it? So this is an opportunity to take the time to think about you and what you want in your life. So you would be in a Facebook group with other women who are doing that exact same thing. So that is our second bonus. The second bonus is to be able to participate in the Facebook group of women who are also in the program. The third bonus is that you will receive a free download of my marriage manifestation journal. And if you have been following me, you have seen me go through this journal. I'm reaching for my printed copy. This is a journal that I created for you to use to basically help you to focus on certain things in your marriage. I have journal prompts in there, but there's also blank areas for you to write your own journaling prompts if that was something that you wanted to do. And but it gives you a space. It gives you a place to write and to dream and to think about how you want you and how you want your marriage to look going forward. Because if you don't think about it, it will just happen in some kind of way that it's just random, and it might work out, but it won't necessarily be anything that you wanted, for your life. So that is the third bonus, the marriage manifestation journal. And let me see, did I cover everything? Was that four? Okay, so it should be four. So one is the marriage manifestation kit, which is a physical bonus that you need to register. Now that's actually an early bird bonus. So the early bird bonus is to receive that by mail, but you have to register by the 15th, which is tomorrow by midnight. So the second bonus is for participation in the Love Yourself, Love Your Marriage Facebook group. The third bonus is the free download. It's a digital download of my marriage manifestation journal. And the fourth bonus is a free check in 30 days after the program ends. So that will be into the month of November. So once you have begun to implement the steps and the strategies that we decide during our work together, then you implement them and you see how they're going. By the end of 30 days, you can check in with me and let me know how things are going, and we can have a talk. We can get on the phone, we can do a Zoom call or whatever you'd like, and have an opportunity to talk and see how things are going. So that is actually the fourth bonus. Now, I will also share that because, as I mentioned, the program is going to debut. So that means that it is a new program for me. And it's a new program for everybody that participates in it. So with you joining in this time around, that makes you a founding member. And there are truly benefits to being a founding member. One of the best benefits is that you get the best price because right now it is at a founding member price that will not be offered after I run the program this time. So, as a founding member, you are allowed to have input. You can provide with me with information on, when we are working together and things that I may decide to do. You will have input and help to form the program going forward. Most programs, well, all programs that generally are introduced have people who are what they refer to as maybe the beta testers or something like that. And they run the programs, they check it out, they try it, and then they give feedback. So, as a founding member, that would be you. So, if you join this time around, that would make you a founding member, as I said. And going forward, you would receive discounts on other programs, as well as I said, other benefits. So I hope that I have encouraged you to think about it. I will be providing the link in the description that will give you everything that I've talked about tonight, and you can go through and read it for yourself and see if it is indeed a fit for you, which I hope that it is. The program is called Love Yourself, Love Your Marriage, because if you think about it, in order to do well in a marriage or in any relationship, you have to be well. You have to be healthy. You have to you have to be a good you. And I want to help you to get there. You may not have even thought about what that looks like for you. And so I want you to take some time to sit, assess where you are now, think about whether you like it, whether you don't, whether you still want it around, whether you don't want it around, whatever it is. And then how do you get get to a place where you are thinking about how do you want your life to look going forward? Once you do that, you will actually create the vision. What are some things that maybe you haven't been taught to dream big. Maybe you haven't, you've just been told that you'd have this life and that was the life that you were heading in that direction. You were just doing whatever needed to or whatever came along, didn't really plan a lot. So now you want to plan. And I would love to help you to do that. I know that this program is going to be so beneficial, especially if you are someone who doesn't tend to think about you. A lot of us are very nurturing, caring people. We give to others, but when it comes to making sure that we're good, we don't necessarily do those types of things for ourselves. And so if you think about it, go back to the what happens when you're on an airplane. They tell you that you got to have the oxygen, put your oxygen on first if something happens. So if they drop down, put yours on first before you try to help anybody else. So this is the same thing. This is going to help you, and in turn, this will help your marriage. And so I am encouraging you to to check it out and hopefully join me on the 22nd. As I said, it's a 2-day intensive. I do want to share, and I will share with you in the comments that if you are a person who is unable to um, take care of the expense for the program on your own and you may need a little assistance, there's a scholarship opportunity that you can apply for and receive some assistance. So just send me a message. You can send me a direct message and I can send you the link well, actually, I will put the link for the scholarship application in the, no, no, I'm not going to do it that way. I want you to ask for the scholarship. So if you are interested in getting a scholarship to attend the 2-day intensive, Love Yourself, Love Your Marriage, please send me a direct message so that I can send you the link for the scholarship. The link to register for the intensive will be available in the comments. But if you want the link for the scholarship, you will just send me a message and I will send it to you. But I just want to make sure that it's not just floating around out there and, people who aren't really even interested in the program are just, not just clicking on the link just to see what it is and all that kind of thing. So if you're interested in applying by scholarship, please go ahead and send me a message and let me know that you are applying for the scholarship for Love Yourself, Love Your Marriage, and I will send the link to you so that you can fill that out. And I hope that I have covered everything. Let me look quickly. Now, while I'm looking for that, I did want to remind you that I will be on Sunday live at 4 in my on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is called Deborah Austin, but my YouTube show is called Midlife Marriage Magic. And you can go and check it out. And because I do have some previous shows recorded, so you can check it out. I am progressing. I learned how to add a little intro video. So I'm, learn as you go for a lot of things. And that is what I'm doing. But this is really a good experience for me, and I look forward to helping those of you all who would like to discover who you are now and thrive in your midlife marriage. So, my name is Deborah Austin. I am the founder of Deborah Austin Coaching, and I will be coming on again with other information going forward with other programs that I am providing. But right now, I want you to sign up for Love Yourself, Love Your Marriage so that we can have a great time and improve our lives and our marriages. So I hope to see you then, October the 22nd and 23rd, 10 to 4, 2 days, 2 intensive days of training, but your life will never be the same. So if you are watching the replay, let me know. Anyone watching, I know that there are some people that have been on and had to go off. So I've had a few people back and forth. So if you were one of those people, just please like it or share and comment to let me know that you were here. So thank you again, and I am looking forward to hearing from you soon. The link for the registration will be in the comments. Thank you. Have a great night.